When it comes to crud, the create, update, and delete operations will almost always rely on capturing user-initiated events within an Angular template file. Now, through event binding, we can capture a whole host of different types of events, from clicks, which is the most common user event, to focus, submit, scroll, and more. Now, event binding is performed by wrapping the event name in parentheses, binding it to a method where we can optionally pass in arguments. In relation to CRUD operations, event binding would most often be used on form submissions to create, as well as on update and delete buttons, usually passing in a unique identifier to help our methods determine which result to modify. In our Playground project, let's give event binding a go so that we can have some real-world experience. I'm using Visual Studio Code and I have our PG folder open. So let's visit the source, app, and app component HTML template file. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this boilerplate code here and just gut everything between these divs right here. So inside of here, let's go ahead and create a button. So we'll put in button, and we'll add a click event through parentheses. And we bind it to a method, we'll call it my method. Okay, great, let's save that. And now let's go to our app component file. We'll get rid of this default title property. And in here, we'll create the method, my method. And for now, we're just going to console.log, hey, it worked. Okay, so let's save this. Make sure in your console you have the ng serve command running, and we'll visit the browser. So I will hit Control-Shift-I to get out the inspector here in Chrome, and we're in the console tab. So I press me, and it worked. So this is obviously a very simple example, but we will use this same process to perform various CRUD operations in both of our apps. Now we attach a click event onto a user interface element, and we call a method and then optionally pass in parameters. And then in the component class, we code the logic to perform the given CRUD operation.